boxing knowledge. PC, brother. I like that name, man. I like the boxing knowledge. I like it.
Shout out to the boxing knowledge.
Terence "Bud" Crawford is gearing up for a significant move in weight class, stepping up to 154 pounds to take on WBA title holder Israel Madrimov on Saturday, August 3rd at BMO Stadium in Los Angeles.
Coming to America, August 3rd, that's a Saturday night in Los Angeles, an evening of world-class professional boxing, and it will be spectacular. The main event is for the WBA Light Middleweight Championship of the World. A young champion determined to stay undefeated. A challenger moving up to his 4th division to capture another world championship. What a great night of boxing.
Crawford has a history of successful transitions, having previously conquered the junior welterweight division in 2017 before securing the WBO championship in his welterweight debut against Jeff Warren. Despite repeated calls for a showdown with Spence, who held multiple titles but was tied up with premier boxing champions, Crawford finally faced him and decisively outperformed him, showcasing his supremacy in the pound-for-pound rankings. Although a rematch was on the cards, it never materialized, granting Crawford the freedom to ascend to 154 pounds in pursuit of further glory.
You're a very lucky man.
Initially, Gerald Miller, the WBA champion in recess, had expressed intent to challenge Madrimov but later withdrew, potentially paving the way for a lucrative matchup between Crawford and Charlo, given their history of verbal sparring. Madrimov, boasting an impressive 10 wins, 7 knockouts and 1 draw record, presents a credible challenge for Crawford, particularly as he ventures into higher weight divisions. While Crawford is expected to enter the bout as the favorite, Madrimov's skill set ensures that this encounter promises genuine competition, even if he lacks widespread recognition in the boxing world. Now, cruising onto another bout bound in ballistic bodies.
A ballistic body is a free-moving body with momentum which can be subject to forces such as the forces exerted by pressurized gases from a gun barrel or a propelling nozzle, normal force by rifling, and gravity and air drag during flight.
Pitbull Cruz is ready to embrace his first title defense. Mexico City's own Cruz, boasting 26 victories, 18 of which came by way of knockouts, and only 2 in the loss column, will put his WBA 140-pound title on the line against Jose Rayo Valenzuela. Cruz claimed the belt with a spectacular 8th-round knockout of Rolando Raleigh Romero on March 30th at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. The formidable slugger, having stepped up in weight, dominated Romero to secure his inaugural major title triumph.
It's a fight.
Valenzuela, with 13 wins, 9 of them via knockouts, and 2 losses, will step into his maiden title bout. The 24-year-old Mexican southpaw comes off a remarkable 6th-round knockout victory over Chris Colbert on December 16th in Minneapolis. This stellar performance, a strong contender for the 2023 Knockout of the Year, saw Valenzuela exact vengeance for a disputed loss to Colbert on March 25th of the same year. And now, on to, not better but just bigger things, the heavyweights. Ruiz Jr. and Gerald Miller exemplify that professional boxing matches can happen without the need for animosity between opponents. Ruiz, age 34, boasting 35 victories, 22 by knockout, and 2 losses, reveals that their friendship had a rocky start over a decade ago. Miller, now 35, with 26 wins, 22 by knockout, 1 loss, and 1 draw, was ringside at one of Ruiz's early professional bouts and challenged him after a victory. Despite the initial friction, the two have grown close over time. During Wednesday's press conference in New York City to announce the upcoming card, Ruiz even asked Miller to take a photo with one of his children. However, Ruiz acknowledges that once the bell rings, the mood between them will undoubtedly shift. Onto the trilogy match. A forthcoming showdown signals a significant moment for former 3-division champion Abner as he readies himself to confront his long-standing Los Angeles adversary, 4-division champion Leo Santa Cruz, in what promises to be a highly awaited trilogy bout. Both pugilists have grappled with periods of inactivity. Santa Cruz, age 35, 38 wins, 19 by knockout, and 2 losses, 1 draw. Last graced the ring in early 2022, with his most noteworthy bout being a defeat via knockout to Gervonta Tank Davis in October 2020. Meanwhile, Maris, age 38, 2018 by knockout, 3 losses and 2 draws, has competed only once since his rematch loss to Santa Cruz in 2018, resulting in a draw against Miguel Flores in 2022. This should be a great night for boxing. See you there. For I am the boxing novice.
What's your prediction for the fight?